Hoza nendlebe ngize nendaba allegedly hayi ingane zakwethu awachithelwe amanzi ayisekho lenkukhu isibalekile indaba ke evela namhlanje ke nami ngizwayo allegedly kuthiwa uKati Matlala ukhona lapha yana kuma CR17 statements. So njengoba nje lempi yamadocket lawa ilwa ingoba kuzopequluleka ukuthi ngobani laba abavikela izigebengu usuzofunda kwezakho ke. Kodwa ngiyacabanga ukuthi kwanele lokhu ukuthi upresident okwakhe ukuthi ahlonze umuntu okuyena ozoba uchewe lokhuzana wecommission. Uma esemhlonzile umuntu ozoba uchewe commission ebese kuyashiya ukuthi icommission imayelana nani izosebenza kanjani and then finish indaba kapresident le yokuthi umuntu okuyena ohlonziwe ukuthi abe ushe uzosebenza kanjani ke manje ukuya phambili ayisamfaka upresident. So leyo ukuthi upresident sekuyofuna ukurula shaya imithetho ngamadokodo, it's overreaching, he's overstepping, usengena umsebenzi ongeyona wakhe. So abaziyo ke njengoba ngisho allegedly bathi uKati Matlala is also on the list of people who contributed kwi-campaign ye-CR17 azakwazi ukuthi awini ubaba wenkomo lapha eNazareth. So ke nani bafowethu connectana amadot, ningangibuzi lutho futhi ningangitsheli lutho, connectana amadot. uKati Matlala is connected to ubaba wenkomo. Ngiyakhumbula ubaba wenkomo wathi akazi lutho yena ngabantu abalapha ukuthi obani abadonatile kwasha wacima wathi nje akazi lutho. So kuyavela ukuthi cha uKati ukhona. So njengoba ekhona uKati ingakho kungathi kukhona lento yokuthi amacala lawa wangaphenywa kahle kahle akwenziwe icommission because icommission can be controlled. But uma ngabe ukuthi kwenziwa ama investigation they can't control ama investigation azozefike la ngamela afike khona ebese kuboshwa nabantu abarong Mr. Phalaphala baba wenkomo. Alambe ngithi angidlulise lokho engikuzwile.
Hello and welcome to SA Daily Insight, your trusted source for news, current affairs, politics, and crime in South Africa. I'm your host, and today we've got a packed episode covering some of the most pressing and shocking stories shaping our nation. From political intrigue and police corruption to chilling criminal cases and deadly acts of violence, we're unpacking it all. So, let's get started. Our first story takes us into the complex and controversial world of political killings in KwaZulu-Natal. At the heart of this saga are 121 highly sensitive dockets that were originally part of a specialist task team dedicated to investigating political murders. These cases involve counselors, whistleblowers, auditors, and public officials, people who bravely stood up against corruption and criminality, only to be silenced in the most violent ways imaginable. For months, these dockets were reportedly left gathering dust in the office of Deputy National Commissioner Shadrack Sibiya at SAPS headquarters in Pretoria, with at least 5 arrest warrants unsigned, effectively stalling justice. This stagnation has left the public asking serious questions. Were powerful individuals being shielded from accountability? The situation reached a turning point when Acting Police Minister Firoz Cachalia and National Police Commissioner Fannie Masemola held a crucial meeting. The outcome was that these 121 dockets would not return to the KwaZulu-Natal task team, as initially planned, but would instead be submitted to the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry into police corruption and interference. This move, they argued, ensures the integrity of the files and makes them central to a judicial investigation into political interference within law enforcement.
However, this decision sparked controversy at the highest levels. Reports suggest that President Cyril Ramaphosa was deeply unhappy when Masemola first indicated he would return the dockets to KwaZulu-Natal. According to the president, such a move would undermine the very purpose of the commission he had established. Through his spokesperson, Ramaphosa stressed that these are not ordinary files. They are now central to a judicial process and must be handled with utmost care. The Madlanga Commission, chaired by Justice Mbuyiseli Madlanga, was initially set to begin work on September 1st, but its start date has been postponed indefinitely due to administrative and logistical challenges, including procurement and cybersecurity arrangements. This delay has serious consequences. Cases remain unresolved, evidence risks being compromised, and the morale of honest police officers suffers. When investigations stall, turf wars and internal politicking within SAPS tend to intensify. Questions about the docket's handling continue to loom. Who had custody after the disbandment of the KwaZulu-Natal task team by suspended Police Minister Senzo Mchunu? Why were the files left in Pretoria under Sibiya's watch? Were copies made, and who has access to them? These are critical issues, as they touch directly on public trust and whether justice can truly be served in politically charged cases. Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, KwaZulu-Natal Commissioner, stated that these dockets were effectively abandoned in Pretoria despite actionable intelligence. Allegations have been made that Mchunu deliberately dismantled the task team to protect allies implicated in political killings, though he denies these claims. Following the meeting between Cachalia and Masemola, a joint statement reaffirmed their respective roles, Cachalia as the executive authority for policy and accountability, and Masemola as SUB's operational head. Both agreed on maintaining a professional relationship and on the urgent need to strengthen SUB's investigative capacity nationwide. Their point was clear. A fully capacitated and independent SUPS would negate the need for special task teams. The political reactions have been vocal. Cope criticized Cachalia for overstepping his authority and interfering in operational matters, while the EFF argued that commissions of inquiry cannot replace actual police investigations. Delaying the return of the dockets, they claim, gives assassins a reprieve. Experts, including former Western Cape Police Commissioner Dr. Leonard Max, also weighed in, warning that obstructing investigations could itself constitute interference, the very issue the commission was established to investigate. At the center of all this are 121 political killings dockets, files that may implicate individuals in positions of power. Silence surrounding these files is telling and raises questions about accountability, transparency, and the potential protection of political allies. While politicians debate the procedures, ordinary South Africans hope that judicial oversight will finally bring the truth to light. Shifting gears, we move to a shocking criminal case in Limpopo that has gripped the nation. The Polokwane Magistrates Court recently denied bail to 3 accused in an insurance-related murder case, reminiscent of the notorious Rosemary Ndlovu saga. At the center is 43-year-old Rachel Kutumela, a former police sergeant from the Senwabarwana station. Alongside her are her sister, Anna Shokane, 47, and her daughter Florah Shokane, 23. The trio allegedly killed 9 people between 2013 and 2022 to claim insurance payouts totaling 10 million rand. Kutumela faces 32 charges, including murder, fraud, money laundering, receiving proceeds of unlawful activities, and defeating the ends of justice. Anna faces 3 counts of murder, while Florah faces murder, fraud, and money laundering charges. Disturbingly, victims were often vulnerable individuals, disabled, mentally challenged, or from disadvantaged backgrounds. According to the state, Rachel and Anna fraudulently took out life and funeral insurance policies for these victims across major providers such as ABSA, Standard Bank, Capitec, Hollard, Assupol, Old Mutual, One Life, and Clientele. Allegedly, the proceeds were shared with Florah. Adding another layer of complexity, Kutumela sometimes responded as a first responder to the crime scenes, even outside her jurisdiction, suggesting she may have used her position to cover tracks. During the bail hearing, investigating officer Captain Keshi Mabunda argued the accused posed a real risk of interfering with witnesses, interference that had already occurred while Kutumela was in detention. The magistrate ruled that the state's case is strong, no exceptional circumstances justified release, and the accused were likely to commit further offenses if granted bail. The matter has been postponed until November 4, 2025, for further investigation. Finally, we turn to a violent and tragic incident in Limpopo that underscores the dangers of personal disputes escalating into deadly violence. In Vegdry village Maleboho, a deadly love triangle led to murder. On Monday night, a 51-year-old man and his younger brother allegedly attacked a 55-year-old man, discovering he was romantically involved with the elder brother's girlfriend. The elder brother allegedly killed the man with an axe and severely injured a 38-year-old woman. Police quickly arrested the younger brother at his home, recovering the bloodied axe, while the elder brother was apprehended attempting to flee the country. Both were found to be in the country illegally. They faced charges of murder, attempted murder, defeating the ends of justice, and contravening the Immigration Act. This case highlights the dangers of unchecked anger and jealousy, and the challenges law enforcement faces when suspects attempt to flee across borders. As we reflect on these stories, one thing becomes clear. South Africa faces multifaceted challenges, from political interference in law enforcement to criminal exploitation of vulnerable citizens and sudden acts of violence. These incidents test our justice system, our institutions, and the trust the public places in both. Accountability, transparency, and diligence remain crucial to ensuring that justice is served. That's all for today's in-depth coverage here on SA Daily Insight. We will continue to follow these stories closely, providing updates as investigations progress and the legal processes unfold. Thank you for joining us. Stay safe, stay informed, and until next time, goodbye.